In the fast-paced world of social media, even a single tweet can spark an uproar. Country sensation Zach Bryan found this out the hard way after his recent controversial tweet regarding Taylor Swift and Kanye West. While Bryan is no stranger to stirring up conversations, his latest post ignited a firestorm of backlash, particularly from the fiercely loyal Swifties, Taylor Swift's massive fan base. What started as a seemingly casual statement quickly spiraled out of control, leading Bryan to deactivate his X, formerly Twitter, account within hours. Zach Bryan, the 28-year-old musician known for his emotive storytelling and raw country sound, has become a prominent figure in the music industry, rising to stardom with albums like American Heartbreak and his chart-topping self-titled record. However, it wasn't his music that made headlines this week. It was a tweet that some would argue should have stayed in the drafts. On Tuesday night, Bryan shared a post that compared the Philadelphia Eagles to the Kansas City Chiefs and controversially claimed, "Kanye Taylor, who's with me?" Given the public's love for Taylor Swift and the past controversies surrounding Kanye West, it wasn't long before the backlash poured in. Swifties were quick to jump into action, flooding Bryan's mentions and calling out his remarks. To add another layer of intrigue, Bryan's diss seemed particularly ill-timed, given Taylor Swift's public relationship with Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce. With the NFL season in full swing, Kelce, a tight end for the Chiefs, has been in the headlines not just for his performances on the field, but for his relationship with Swift. For Bryan, a die-hard Philadelphia Eagles fan, the friendly sports rivalry may have been part of the jab, but it was his comparison between Kanye West and Swift that stoked the most controversy. Some fans were simply baffled by his statement. The history between Kanye West and Taylor Swift dates back to the infamous 2009 MTV Video Music Awards incident, where West interrupted Swift during her acceptance speech, and their relationship has remained strained ever since. In light of Kanye's polarizing behavior in recent years, including controversial statements and actions, Bryan's tweet seemed to touch a nerve. Within hours, Swifties on X, formerly Twitter, began dragging Bryan's name through the mud. One user, @WaveService, mocked his decision to delete the account, saying, "Zach Bryan being unable to stand on business and deleting his Twitter BC he knew he fed up the second he mentioned Taylor Swift is so funny." Another user, @CrashYuck, pointed out the poor timing of the tweet, saying, "Very bad take too, especially after all the weird stuff Kanye has said." The implication that Kanye West could be considered greater than Taylor Swift, given his string of controversial headlines, struck many fans as not only tone-deaf but outright offensive. While much of the response was critical, a few fans leapt to Bryan's defense. User @NickKim49 posted, "I will follow him immediately when he returns. He's my favorite now," suggesting that some of his followers might not share the widespread backlash against his comments. Nonetheless, the overwhelming majority of responses were firmly in defense of Taylor Swift, and many users even found his latest Instagram post, swarming the comments section with declarations like, "Taylor Swift Zach Bryan." The backlash seemed to get to Bryan, who deactivated his X account less than 24 hours after the tweet was posted. His decision to exit the platform so swiftly after the uproar drew even more attention to the situation. Interestingly, this isn't the first time Bryan has taken a step back from social media. Last month, he deactivated his Instagram following a rant about parenting. While his Instagram remains active for now, the artist notably shared several Kanye West songs on his Instagram story following the tweet, although those posts have since expired. For many fans, the tweet represented a clash of two cultural giants. Taylor Swift, often referred to as one of the most influential and beloved artists of her generation, has built a fan base that is fiercely protective. Kanye West, on the other hand, despite his undeniable musical genius, has drawn criticism for his erratic behavior and controversial opinions in recent years. In making such a comparison, Bryan touched on a cultural fault line that many fans saw as disrespectful to Swift. Despite the controversy, Zach Bryan's career remains on a steady upward trajectory. He started his musical journey in 2017, posting songs to YouTube and quickly gaining a devoted following. His debut album Deanne, released in 2019, was dedicated to his late mother and marked the beginning of his rise in the music world. After signing with Warner Music in 2021, Bryan's major label debut American Heartbreak became a commercial hit, with his single Something in the Orange breaking into the Billboard Hot 100 and peaking at number 10. This year has been particularly successful for Bryan, with his self-titled album Zach Bryan debuting at number 1 on the Billboard 200 in August. His duet with Casey Musgraves, I Remember Everything, became his first number 1 single, solidifying his place among the mainstream music elite. His latest album, The Great American Bar Scene, was released in July and features high-profile collaborations with the likes of John Mayer and Bruce Springsteen. As of now, it remains to be seen whether Zach Bryan will return to X or issue a statement regarding the backlash. His tweet may have been intended as a lighthearted jab, but it clearly touched a nerve with the ever-vocal Swifties. As for Taylor Swift, her legion of fans once again demonstrated their unwavering loyalty. For Bryan, the tweet was a reminder of the volatile nature of social media and the passionate defense that Swift's fans bring to any public discourse surrounding their idol. With his career on the rise, Bryan may want to choose his battles more carefully in the future.